Hi, and welcome to the LesParis.com podcast. I'm Les. This podcast is a short daily monologue that you can listen to. Use it to practice listening to English. Use it to stimulate ideas. Use it for BGM.
Hi there, and thanks for tuning in to the Les Paris podcast. You're listening to episode 128. Yesterday in episode 127, I talked about triple pane windows. And today in episode 128, I'd like to talk about door locks. Door locks. I think there's all kinds of door locks out there in the world. But if I start off with door locks, let's go to the simplest kind. Once again, I'm going to go back to my time in Africa. When I went to Africa, I got a house to live in. It wasn't my house, but it was a house that I could live in. And the key was kind of funny looking. I say funny looking because it reminded me of the keys that I saw in the cartoons on television when I was a child. It had a funny shape. It's your characteristic or Hallmark key shape. The keyhole in the door was a hole right through. You could look through the keyhole. Once again, it was just like in the cartoons. In Canada today, most door locks, you can't look through the keyhole. But these keyholes in Africa, you could look through the keyhole and see into the room. You couldn't see much because it was a small hole. Anyway, these keys were very simple. Then we had the keys that I used in Canada as a child. They have ridges and up and down parts and grooves. And that's how you can lock and unlock the door. Now, I won't explain how the lock works. For that, you really need a video. But those keys were pretty good. And they would lock the actual door mechanism that would open the door. Now, there are even more modern keys than that, but the next key that I want to talk about is the deadbolt door lock. That's a little bit separate from the door handle lock. Of course, you can lock the door handle as well, but a deadbolt is a bolt of steel that shoots out from inside the door and attaches to the door frame or goes into a hole in the door frame. And when you close the deadbolt, then the whole door can't be opened. You could break down the door, but you can't open it otherwise. Deadbolts are the strongest kind of lock that you can imagine. And if you wanted a really strong door, you might get several deadbolts on both sides. That's door locks. Well, that brings us to the end of episode 128, where I talked about door locks. Let's stay in the housing and construction industry tomorrow again, where in episode 129, I plan to talk about nail guns.